Hi everyone, Dr. Kelly Ray here. I wanted to come on real quick and give a big shout out of gratitude and even maybe an inspiration of hope to parents, teachers, and students and the communities that have supported you through this whole crazy ride from 2020 to 2021. Congratulations. Here we are ending a school year that was unprecedented, like nothing we've ever seen before in our lifetimes. And the fact that we as a community, a body of people, could come together and make this transition happen for our students, for our kids. I know it wasn't an easy task at all. Parents, kudos to you. I know personally what it was like to transition March of 2020 to now having to be at home, and now suddenly your kids are thrusted into online learning in an environment that even our teachers weren't prepared for and hadn't even really got dialed in at this point at the end of the last school year. And many of you were still working at this time, so trying to figure out how you were going to work, how you were going to get care for your kids if they were little and they couldn't be home by themselves, and how you just took action to make that happen. And I know that it was challenging. Those of you that have kids that are in the IEP and have special needs, and knowing that how instrumental it is for your kids to have a routine and have teachers and faculty and that to be there for your kids, to help you, help them, and all of that. And I know that temporarily that wasn't available to you. And so my hat's off to you that you have done that. And here we are, and you're still standing. If you're watching this video, then I know that you're still standing, and I know that you're still going. And I know there's been bumps in the road, and I know that it was challenging, and it wasn't perfect. But I applaud you, and I applaud the effort and everything that you had to go through in order to get us to this point. Students, wow. I can't even imagine. Whether you're in elementary school, daycare, whether you're in college, the fact that you were so adaptable, and I realize you didn't have a choice for this to happen to you. And I can't imagine that it was easy. It certainly probably wasn't fun. Lots of fluctuation, lots of changes along the way, lots of uncertainties, crashes. The fact that maybe for some of you, this was not your model of learning, that you learn from more in-classroom discipline. I want you to give yourself a break if for some reason you weren't able to keep up. I want you to realize that you are not a failure. You're not a failure. Just take what you've learned from this last year and see how you can apply it moving forward with your life as we get back to some kind of normalcy. If maybe next school year you get to go back to in-person, maybe you learned something new during all of this. Maybe school wasn't the thing, the academia wasn't it. Maybe you learned to cook. Maybe you had to take on learning the responsibilities of doing the laundry or gardening or whatever it may be. The fact that you are seeing this, or your parents or whoever are letting you watch this, I want you to know that I'm really, really proud of you, because this was not an easy task for you to go through. Take what you learned from this last year and apply it moving forward to next year. And if for some reason you slipped in your studies or you found it really hard to concentrate, maybe next year you just apply that a little bit harder. Maybe you take and do what works for you. But again, please know that you're not a failure. There's many other things that you learned or did along the way. And so give yourselves a pat on the back for that. Teachers, faculty, oh my goodness. I can't even imagine what it must have been like in your world for things to suddenly shut down March of 2020, and instantly you've all had to shift to go on online portals with glitches and things that didn't work and not even your forte. That's not what you signed up to be an online teacher, right? For those of you that are in-person teachers, this is not something that you signed on for. So kudos to you. Getting the training over the summer, I no doubt was an accelerated training program so that you could show up for our students, our kids, in the fall of 2020, moving into this year. You had to make your own adjustments along the way. You were not only not in your classroom, you were learning an online portal, and you were doing it from your home with possibly your kids at home doing their own online thing as well. And I know that could not have been easy. So my hat's off to you for the fact that you stuck it out, that you did show up, knowing that there was many kids who may have slept through their Zoom calls, didn't turn on their cameras for you to even see if they were grasping and getting a hold of the knowledge that you were trying to teach them. I know that you teachers are also the ones that are looking at these kids every day to see how they're doing emotionally, mentally, physically, all of those things, and not being able to have that access because of not being able to see the kids of what's going on. I applaud you. Again, that could not have been easy, and I know that your job is to want to serve and to do the best that you absolutely can for your students. I just want you all to know, parents, students, teachers, how grateful I am to you, how I just have so much mad respect for you for getting through something that historically we've never gone through before. There may be some really good things that came out of this. You might have learned something about yourself that you want to apply moving forward. Maybe this will change some of the academic ways that we teach, because maybe there's a lot of kids that did stellar through this online platform as opposed to the in-person. We don't all come from the same mold, so we all learn differently, whether we're hands-on, whether we're distance learning, audio, kinesiology, however we learn. But I want you to know, I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so appreciative of everything that you went through, and I know that you went through some hard, challenging times. And if this doesn't show you anything more than how resilient you are, then take that resilience and keep going. I know that you've done an amazing job, and I know that I'm not the only one that's really proud of you. I'm also going to encourage you to please share this video, because we don't know who right now is very much in need of this message, this recognition, this honoring, this gratitude for who they are and what they've done. Until next time, please know I send you so much love. Bye.